Sublime Beauties, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Kaylin, also known as the Sublime MUA, and today I'm going to be bringing you another bomb look, per usual. So, those who are new and never been to my channel before, I'm a makeup artist and I love showing guys how to do different makeup tutorials. Also do vlogs, excuse me, tongue-tied, vlogs, and also product reviews, multiple products, not just makeup products. So anything that I buy like from Amazon, anything like that, I may do like a review on it here. So if you guys are interested on this look I'm going to create today, make sure you stay tuned in for the following video. Okay, so we're going to get started. I actually have like a select of like a few selections that I've picked out that I'm going to be using today, like a certain palette, certain powder, and foundation. So I've been like going back and forth between which shade I am. So I use the NARS soft matte foundations, and I was using Macao, I think that's how you pronounce it, Macao originally, but for some reason I feel like it's a little light for me, or the undertone is a little off. So I was like, okay, well, let me go try Marquise's, I think that's how you pronounce this one, which is almost the same tone, but it's a different undertone. And when I tried Marquise's by itself, like the other day, because I had went on a date with my boyfriend, for those who don't know, but when we went on a date, and I put this on my face, and for some reason it seemed like it was so dark, like I don't know, and I had like put a little swatch on my chest, and it still seemed kind of dark, so I just ended up mixing the two of them, and it came out pretty good. So I think that's what I'm going to do today, and you guys let me know what you think. So hopefully it comes out, but I'm going to use Marquise's on the outer portion of my face, and then I'm going to use Macao in the center because it's a little bit lighter, and then it has that undertone, which I kind of want to keep in the center of my face. I don't want it like all over. So let's go ahead and get started. I already prepped and primed my face. I already prepped my eyebrows. They're like stuck in place. So that's what you need. And I use Pear soap. I actually could clean up this brow a little bit. But I use Pear soap to keep my eyebrows flat and in place. And then I just use like a NYX primer and just a natural moisturizer just to keep my skin from getting dry. I do have combination skin. So, you know, it's okay for me to have something with dewy or extra moisturizing in the moisturizer, if that makes sense. So I just cleaned up my brows a little bit because I had like some small little hairs down below, and this is like the trick and or a necessity when trying to get clean brows. So I'm just cleaning up the outside. Try not to cut myself on both sides. And voila. So I'm gonna zoom in for y'all just a little bit. It is the daytime, so I have like the sun here behind me, so hopefully it doesn't like throw off my lighting, but I'm gonna adjust it as I go, so bear with me. So I am going to start with my skin first, and we're going to be using, like I said, the Macao and the Marquise's of the soft matte foundation. So I'm going to just go in with the Marquise's first on the outer portion of my face, and then I'm going to go in with the Macao in the center of my face. And I'm not going to use a whole lot. I'll probably use about this much. It may look like a lot, but it's really not. It's like just probably like a little bit smaller than a dime size. Okay, so I'm gonna put dots around the outer perimeter of my face. I'm gonna try to stay in the camera. But I felt like this one matched, but I just feel like it was a little bit warm. And maybe it's just me. It looks like I need just a little more of Marquise's. But you don't want to overdo it because my skin is, I feel like my skin is nice. Like, I don't really have too many blemishes on my skin. Thank God. I used to though. I used to have really bad skin. And it ended up clearing up. And the face wash that I used kind of helped a lot too. So now I'm going in with the Macao. And I'm going to place this in the center of my face. Some more here. On my nose. And stuff. On my lip. Here, 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 here. I usually use the rest of this product that I got on my hand before I go in and blend it out. Okay? So this is what it's looking like. I don't know if y'all can see the difference in the undertone. So the Macao in the center of my face is kind of like an olivey tone. And then Marquise's, I believe it's like golden. I can't remember the description on the website, but I believe it's golden. And I feel like I'm golden, but I may have a little bit of olive in me. I mean, it's been looking good ever since. I've been using Macao since I've been doing makeup. So, I don't know. You know, you can just work with some things sometimes. But it is winter time, so my skin tone changed. Well, my skin color has changed a little bit, so I'm definitely brighter than I was before. So I think that plays a part. But I'm gonna go ahead and spray my face with this little Bear With Me by NYX primer spray, refreshing spray to have some moisture on my skin. And I'm going in with my Real Techniques brush. I'm gonna try to look at the camera. It's kind of hard, but y'all know if y'all know. Okay. I'm gonna just go in with my Real Techniques brush and buff this into my skin. So I'm gonna really focus in the areas. And because my skin is not bad, I don't really have to do patting motions. I like to just do small taps and then kind of blend a little bit here and there. So it just works. It just works. And I'm gonna blend down my neck a little bit too here. Blend it down. Okay. It definitely looks so much darker than my face, but I feel like every winter I get so light in the face, especially because I'm using like toner and things like that. And I'm gonna go ahead and cover my eyes too. And just bring this up into my ear area and do the same over here. But the good thing that I like about it is, even if it is a little bit warm or a little bit darker than, you know, your skin, it could be like your bronzer or like, you know, whatever you use to warm up your face. So since I already had the foundation on all over, I wouldn't really have to worry about, you know, putting bronzer on my face or anything like that. But I should be set, because this damn light is in the way. But it's all covered. I think it looks pretty good. Pretty good. So I have a little mirror in front of me, making sure everything is blended, which it does look like it is. So I'm happy about that. Okay. So I'm looking good. And now I'm going to go in and move these foundations out the way. I'm going to go in with my Juvias Place and my Tarte. This is their face tape, but I use it as concealer just because they have more product in it, and it kind of covered. The coverage the same. To me it is. And then I use the Juvias Place number 12. The face tape is a little bit lighter, so where I want to really highlight, I'm going to use the face tape, and then my regular highlight, I will just put the Juvias Place. So I'm gonna put a little bit of each on the back of my hand. The sun is like out today. It's weird because the weather has been so weird here in North Carolina. So like the last few days it's been like raining and thundering and all that nonsense. We had freezing rain, knocked the power out. Like, it's crazy. It's been really, really crazy. So I have my two concealers on. Of course, you can see the lighter one here is Tarte, and this one is Juvia's Place. And then I'm gonna just go in and place it in the areas that I normally place it. And yeah, okay. So I have my two concealers. And I'm going to take a small concealer brush just to place this concealer. And I'm going to start with the darkest shade, which is the Juvia's Place. And just place that in the areas that I normally do. Okay? Let me try to get out the sun. So, I'm going to place it here on my chin. And a little bit goes a long way. So, I try not to put too much. I just put just enough. Okay? I like to do right here, just a little and a little right here, okay, and then I like to do the rainbow over my forehead, and I'm going to put the lighter color in the center, okay, like this. And I can see. I'm going to add the lighter shade now in the areas that I didn't fill in, that I need to fill in. So I like to bring it up just a little bit. Kind of give that cat eye effect. And then down the side of my nose like that. Okay, and then bring it out. Okay. All right, and then I'm gonna do the center of my nose. So I'm gonna bring it down. And create the shape I want. Have that snatched nose. Thank you. Boom. Like that. Okay. So this looks good. And then I'm going to take my contour stick, and I'm going to be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills contour stick in walnuts. I love these. These are like super creamy and very easy to blend. So if I can get it out of here. Alright, so it looks like this. And I'm going to just put it in the areas that I usually like to contour, which is here. And I just bring it down. It's not super dark, but it's dark enough. And I'm going to come here at the bottom of my eyebrow and come down my nose. And I'm going to do the same thing on this side and come down my nose. Go across my nose like that. Around the forehead area. Just a big old moon. Like this. Connect the sides. And I like to do a little bit on the jawline. Okay? And a little bit under the lip to make my lip look deeper. It automatically just like does that. I think that's so cool. So that's good. I have everything in the place that it needs to be. I like to blend out my contour first and then blend out the highlight and blend out underneath my eyes last, because I really want the concealer to sit and to be full coverage and to be without like any lines or anything like that. So smooth, basically. All right. So I'm gonna set all my contour stuff to the side, and now I'm going to take my foundation brush that I had first to buff out my contour. So I'm gonna just go in and do that. And this line, this line will get buffed in at the same time. And I just literally pat it and then go straight down, but not too far down. Just like right before my cheek starts to cuff, if that makes sense. So right before it goes like this. I don't want to go too far. And you usually should blend your contour up. Okay. And I mean, it's okay if it gets a little bit right here, because when you blend your highlight, it'll kind of like bring it down. And make sure you're blending it into your hairline. Just like so. So I'm going to just continue to do this. Okay. And blend it into my hairline. And you can do like buffing motions. I like to buff. It really helps with getting like a harsh line out, which you kind of can get to sometimes if you have a really dark contour shade. It can be kind of harsh. So I'm just blending this in, and it's looking good. And I'm gonna get down here too, and I just drag this across, staying on my jawline. I don't want to go any further down. I just want it to be very seamless, but defined, warm. You know, I want it to pop, bring out my face shape. Okay. So it's looking good. I think everything is well blended right now. Okay. And I'm actually going to take the same brush and just blend out this edge of highlight. So it's kind of like a gradient effect since I have that warm tone, and then I'm going straight into this highlighter tone. But I'm only staying in this area. Okay. You see how that just like blends out like flawlessly. So I think that looks good. That looks really good. So I'm gonna just keep blending here and kind of like starting to come down my nose, but not all the way. Just blend this out. You can buff it. The padding is really good. Okay? Okay? So we're going to keep blending. I'm actually going to do my chin next. And I'm going to blend up toward my lip. And just stay in right here at the center of my chin, because that's the only part I really want to highlight or keep highlighting. Okay? Okay, it's giving skin. Period. Okay, so now I am going to just blend out this edge of highlight and literally stay right on that line. And I'm going to just blend up. Okay? And I'm blending up and back down and up, and I'm just doing patting motions the whole time, and I can blend this part out down back into my contour, because I don't want it to be a line right there, but I'm gonna just come back over it, and boom. Okay, it looks good. I'm gonna do the same thing over here. Okay. And do the buffing. Buff it, buff it, buff it, buff it, buff it. All right, it's looking good. I'm going to go in with my other Real Techniques brush and do the under eye. But I'm going to contour, or I'm going to blend out this contour on my nose first because I really want this concealer to sit even more. So I'm going to just go in with a small little brush. Well, I can use my beauty blender. I use my beauty blender for my nose. And just blend this up and out over my eye. And then once I blend this out, I usually like to go back in with the highlight and basically clean it up so it won't be so harsh, you know. But when you contour like this, your nose like really pops, which I really like. So I bring this over my eyes and blend it down the side of my nose. It kind of took the line in the middle of my nose away, but I'm gonna go back over it with a little bit more Tarte Shape Tape, and you'll be able to see it a little bit more. So my nose will just be kind of like reverse contoured. So I'm gonna take that same brush that I used earlier to put that highlight on and come back down my nose again. And you want to make sure that you're centered and straight. Okay, I'm gonna come back up over my eyebrows again. Okay, y'all see that? And I'm gonna come down the side of my nose just a little bit. And in the corner of my eyes. Okay. Just like that. Okay. All right, so I just went back over it like that, and now I'm gonna go in with my Real Techniques brush and buff out my nose area first. And I want to keep this part kind of clean because I'm gonna go over with powder too, but I just really wanted to do the cream first and then set it. So I'm coming down my nose. And I can blend this in here. Okay. And now I'm gonna blend up under my eye. I can actually come over my eyelid too to assist with my priming of my eyelid because we're going to be doing a bold color today. So I'm just working this in. And over my eyelid. Okay. And make sure I get the sides of my nose. See, you can see the contour in my nose. And then when I put my powder on, it'll be even more defined. So I'm going to take my beauty blender and go over this before I put my powder on. Okay, and open my lip, chin, work here, here, shine out. Y'all feeling it so far? Let me know what you think. So now I'm gonna go in with my Maybelline Shine Free Loose Powder in the shade Medium. It's probably one of my favorite drugstore powders. I haven't tried a lot of them, but this is definitely one of the ones that I usually go to. So you don't need a whole lot. I just usually pour what's in the cap out onto the table and use that. So I'm gonna just go in with my Real Techniques brush again and put a little bit on it so I can set this area under my eye. And I like to just press it in there. And this shade is almost close to my skin color, so you probably can't really see it, which is what I like, because then that means you won't have no crazy looking flashback for the most part. So I'm gonna just set all the areas that I put the highlighter, and like here on my smile line area and the crease of my nose. I stretch that area out. On my forehead. Set all this. Set it, set it, set it. Even my eyebrows, so they won't have shine. Down my nose. Okay. And here, I'm gonna go back in with my beauty blender too over here. Just wanna set it first. Okay. And it should be good. And I have a little bit more powder left over, but I wanna do my bronzing powder first before I go back in with the powder I just used. So I'm gonna be using the Cocoa Naughty, upside down, Cocoa Naughty bronzing powder by Fenty Beauty. I really like it. It's a really nice tone and it shows up on the skin really, really pretty. So I'm going to be using this really, really fluffy, kind of dense brush. So I have to be careful when I use it too, because it picks up the product, but you don't want to pick up too much product. So I just kind of like rub it on there gently till the brush is kind of covered. I think y'all can see that. So that's good. And then I like to hit it on my hand one good time before I put it on my face, because I don't want the line to be too harsh. So I'm going to go in and work on my contour on my cheek area and blend this into my hairline. And I'm going to work around my hairline, picking up a little product here and there because I know I'll need it. So I'm just doing this. Okay, my hair in the way. Warming up my forehead because I do have a good amount of space on my forehead, so I like to make it look a little warmer so it doesn't like stand out that much. And I'm just doing like this, okay, and down up under the area that I put the contour powder on my jawline. Okay. Alright, so that's enough with this brush. And now I'm going to go in with a small fluffy kind of brush to do my nose. Make sure that I don't have too much powder on it, but I'm just going to follow the shape that I had before, making sure that it is straight and nice. So I'm using the same powder by Fenty, the Cocoa Naughty, and kind of like blending this down my nose. Okay, I'm pretty sure y'all could tell the difference between this side and this side. So we're gonna do the same thing to the other side and try to keep it as straight as possible. And really like blending it up in the eyebrow. just bringing it down the bridge of my nose. Okay, y'all see how it is? Looks pretty good. I'm gonna use my beauty blender one more time without any harsh lines or anything like that. Okay. So my nose is contoured how I like it. Alright. And we're gonna go back in with that powder that we had and my beauty blender and just set the sides of my nose. So I'm using the same powder that I had before on a beauty sponge and just baking the side of my nose. Kind of like that. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Kind of messy. Try to clean this up. Make sure I keep it centered, because then my nose will be like kind of off, you know. Nose though. So I'm gonna just take that powder and go down the center of my nose, like so. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna let this powder sit in the center of my nose while I do the rest of my face. So next we're going to get into my eyelids. I'm still trying to figure out my way of doing my makeup, like what I want to start with, and it's really been skin first. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and do my eyelids too after I set this contour a little bit deeper. Okay. I really don't know what colors I want to use today. Kind of want to do something bold and pretty. And I'm going to be using my Carnival 3 palette. I'm pretty sure you guys have seen this palette before. It's so bomb. Very pretty. Like, so many colors to choose from. But I'm going to do something, I don't know, I'm feeling browns today. So I think I'm going to do something brown. I need my P. Louise base so these colors can be popping. Okay? And I think I'm going to stay in this like brown column. Like I'm feeling these colors, like it's really doing something to me. So I'm going to go in with Rumor Zero and prep my eyelids so I can start my placement of my shadow. And I just usually put it directly on my lid. So I do about 3 dots, a good amount of product, and blend those out. And I'm going to use this this little Wet n Wild large concealer brush, and I'm gonna just blend this out. Okay, and stay right above, well, right below where my crease ends, and try not to get it on my foundation. Has anybody used the P. Louise as like a concealer? Because I heard, or even a foundation, because I heard you can use it for, you know, multiple things. I've used it. I've used it as a concealer maybe like once or twice on a client, and it worked well. Better than I thought it would. Honestly, it worked very well because she had a lot of like dark spots, hyperpigmentation, you know, going on. So I decided to use that, and it worked. And I also used it on another client, which was a male, and he had like razor bump scars, I guess you could say, and it ended up working very well for him too. So I don't know. Let me know what y'all use the P. Louise for because I'm trying to experiment. Okay, so now I'm just using my beauty blender to make sure this is blended and there's no lines or anything like that. Make sure that base is like flawless. So I think that's pretty decent for it. And I'm gonna do the same thing on this eye. And then another reason why I've been deciding to do my brows last is for moments like this, because when I be trying to blend my base down, sometimes it messes up my brow and they're not that clean, you know. So I've been liking to do all this other stuff first and do my brows last, so I don't have to go back and freshen them up. I'm gonna go in here and just pat that like rainbowish kinda. Just pat it around my eye, and this pigment is like amazing. So I'm gonna just pat this in. Okay, I'm pretty sure y'all can see that. I'm gonna do the same thing for the other eye. Okay. Make sure that's blended well. Try to make sure I don't have any harsh lines. Okay. Then you work this into this area. I'm gonna do a dark lid. I'm gonna do like a brown. Okay. I don't know if y'all can tell this color. So I'm gonna just blend this over top of this orangey peachy shade. Okay. And I'm gonna do the same thing on this side too. Right over that shade, and I can actually like blend that out a little bit. Okay. Showed up more on that side than this side. Yeah, so as y'all can see, it's giving sunset, which I want. And I'm gonna just keep blending these two colors out back to back. So I'll probably do it one more time after after this right here, this yellow I'm putting on. I'll probably use the orange one more time. And I'm really just pressing it in, kind of blending, but I'm making sure I don't have any like super harsh lines. And just packing that shade right here. Okay. Not messing up my nose contour, but really just going right above this orange. So now I'm gonna go back in with that orange one more time. And I actually might add a darker orange, something like a little bit more reddish to it, like a reddish brown. This like, ooh, y'all see that? I'm gonna just go right in that crease area and kind of like darken that orange up and just buff it like that. Okay. And I'm gonna do the same thing on this staying right here and not going any higher. Okay. Alright, so I think that looks pretty good. I want to darken up my corners a little bit more. So I'm gonna go in with this brush, the little yellow brush that I had, and use this like really deep burgundy kind of tone color. And mix it with that cocoa color and kind of like to deepen it up in this other like dark brown shade. So it's kind of like this. Okay. And I'm gonna place that right here in my corners. Kind of like bring it down a little bit and even a little bit into my crease, but really like staying out on the outside. So I'm gonna bring it up just a little bit and down here just a little bit, but really like staying on the outside corner. Just gently blend this out. Blend, 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 blend. Erase my eyebrows. And really just work it in my crease area because I want this area to be deep and smoky. Okay. Deep and smoky. I'm gonna add some glitter, some shimmer to it too, to make it pop a little bit more, like in the front of my eye. And colors are showing up very well on the camera. So I'm just gonna keep blending, okay? Still got some more blending to do. Alright, y'all, so I had to go adjust my camera because the light changed and it was looking crazy, and I know y'all probably was like, what in the world? So I changed my position. Alright, so I basically just blended out my lids as much as I could. Try to make sure that there's no harsh lines, you know. It is what it is. After a while I get tired of blending, so yeah. So I'm going to actually do like a slight cut crease, but not like my whole lid. So I just need a little bit of the P. Louise, and I'm using Rumor Zero. I think this one will do. I don't know if y'all can see. It's kind of thin. Like when I put the product on it, it should be good. It'll give me what I'm looking for. I just want to do kind of like a cut at the front, so I could put like a lighter color and then some glitter over top. So I'm just going here and kind of like pat her down. Kind of like that. And just bring it over. So it'll look like that. That's kind of what I'm going for. And what did I... Same on this side. I might need some more base, but I'm liking how it's looking. Okay, I think that's okay. I'm gonna go in with this white powder from the Juvias Place Warrior 2 palette, the Zaz I don't know, but it's one of the best whites that I've ever used in general. Like, it's really good. Super pigmented. Super pigmented. So I'm just dusting off one of these little brushes I used earlier for my eyes. And I'm going to pack this small little brush down. Pack it down. And just place this powder over the area that I cut. And I'm going to try to keep it clean. Okay. Keeping it clean. And just following the line that I already made. And I just keep going up until I get about here. And then I'm going to use that brush that I used to do my transition to blend out that transition. And get it clean. Okay. Okay. I think that's pretty good. I think they're about even. Could probably bring this one out. Just a little bit more, maybe. Okay. And then I'm going to take that transition brush and just blend this out. I actually might put a little bit of the cocoa on it and kind of like blend it out. Okay. I think I'm actually going to use a glitter today. I've been meaning to use these glitters that I bought for a while. And I think I might do green. I don't know if y'all can see it. I'm trying to switch it up from my normal looks. Or should I do white crystal? I just did a white glitter the other day, so I'm gonna do green. I think green will be pretty with the colors that I have today. And it has like orange and red sparkles in it, kind of like Christmas like vibes, you know. So I have some duo glue, and I'm gonna use this directly on my lid, like in the front area. Try not to put too much and keep my eyes down, because last time I did this, my lids got stuck together. So I'm gonna let that get tacky a little bit, and then I'm gonna go in with the brush I used to put the P. Louise on, and I'm gonna put in the glitter and apply it directly to that area. And we want to try a wing today. I don't know if I want to do a wing because I don't want to mess it up, and I feel like, you know, I don't want to mess it up. But okay, so okay, so I'm going to get ready to put some lashes on. I don't think I'm gonna do liner. Then again, I may. Let's see. I might do a black liquid liner. Really fast and in a hurry. I use the pencil because it usually works well for me. So I'm using this Era Kelly liner gel. Well, I don't know if it's gel, but eyeliner pencil. And we're just going to line our eyes. Okay. All right. Now to get the other eye. The pen is a little tricky because it be getting dry sometimes. If you know, you know. It is. Okay. I don't think that's bad. I'm not the eyeliner guru. So I struggle a little bit, but you know, you only get better when you practice. So that's what I'm doing. I'm gonna go in with these little wispy lashes that I have. And I'm gonna use some mascara first to clean off my lashes and stuff and get them prepped. This is Tarte Surfer Curl mascara. I like this mascara. I had got it in an Ipsy subscription bag. So that's the only reason I really got it. But I never heard of it before, so I was surprised. I kind of like it. I really like it on my bottom lashes more than on my top, because it really like gathers my bottom lashes. Like you know how girls' bottom lashes be popping and they don't have like actual like bottom lashes on, like additional lashes on. It's because it's the mascara's popping. So I got mascara on my lashes, and I'm gonna just peel these lashes off. Okay. You can kind of see the glue right now, but once it dries down, you won't be able to. Okay. All right. So I'm pretty much done with my eyes. I am going to do my waterline, and I want to do something to make it pop. So I guess I'll do white, or I could do this lime. I'll do this lime green color, guys. So I have like this lime green eyeliner pencil, and I'm gonna use this on my waterline. Use this on my waterline to make my eyes pop. And it'll go with the green that is in my glitter. And I like to apply it heavy, so it actually shows like that. I think these are from the beauty supply store. I think these are like by Ruby Kisses, I think. Yeah. Okay. Boom. There it is. Alright. So we did our face and everything. Our eyes are on. And I can go ahead and dust my face a little bit because I do look a little powdery since I didn't really dust it the first time. Really right here on my nose too. In my forehead area. Try to get all this extra glitter. Use a fluffy brush to blend some more. And blend here too. I don't mind my shadow coming out. Because this kind of is a dramatic look. But, you know, I'm going to get into it. Okay? I'm feeling it. I think it's really, really cute. Really, really cute. By NYX. So just twist it up a little bit. And go in. Just fill in the areas that I need the most. And then I go in and brush the hair. Okay. And I need to just buff it out a little bit. We'll do the same to the other side. Fill them in, fill them in. And I like them to be natural looking. Okay. And I'm gonna do the same thing on this side. Okay. May have cut that one down too low. It's okay. I'll fix it though. Okay. Looks pretty good. I just need to blend out this foundation too. I'm gonna work on the tails a little bit more. But once I do that, we should be good. So I'm gonna just go back in with my pencil again and work here. Really fill that in. Fill it in some more here too. Okay. All right. Okay, we get in there, we get in there. Gently brushing them up. It's looking pretty, y'all. So now, just the final touches. I'm going to line my lips, and I'm going to do my highlight. So I'm going to be using the Morphe. I don't even know what kind of powder this is, but it has like bronzing powder and highlight powders. I don't want to do the camera to y'all, but there you go. Bronzing powders, super pretty. And I'm gonna go in with a bronzer, a little bit warmer than the one that I did earlier, because I want this to pop a little more. And just do my cheek area. And I don't want any glitter to show. So I'll just do here, across my forehead, you know? And down here, okay? It's some right here. Only thing about using glitter, like, it be getting all over the place. So I'm gonna use my finger. I think I can see that gold highlight. I'm gonna just apply some here. And some here. Okay. Some down my nose. And over the top of my lip. I'm gonna also apply some in my brow, the arch of my brow area. That just gives it like a little pop up there. Okay. Alright. And I'm gonna actually do a mix of this rose gold and gold in the centers of my eye, or the ducts. Make sure it's showing up. Here to show. Okay. Yeah, like that. Okay. And now I'm gonna line my lips. And I'm just gonna use one of the Anastasia Beverly Hills contour palettes, I guess you could call it. And use one of these cool tone browns to line my lips up. So Okay, I could probably use a little more. A little more. Okay, so my lips are lined, and I don't know if I want to do gloss, or I think I might do both, like a lipstick and then a gloss on top of it, kind of like a nudish pinkish color. So I think I'm gonna use the Anastasia Beverly Hills nudish pink. I'm gonna apply this, and then I'm gonna put a Milani. I could use Revolution. I'm gonna use Revolution. I never use it on myself. I've used it on my clients, and it's really pretty. So I'm gonna just go ahead and use that, and I'm gonna go in with the same brush. Well, I can use my finger. I can use my fingers with it. So I'll make sure I don't put too much. So. Okay. It's not bad. Bright on the center. I'll probably add a little more liner to warm it up a little bit, because it is a little bright. Okay. Okay, so I think that looks good, and then I'm gonna go ahead and add the Revolution gloss on top of it. Ooh, sticky. And you don't need a lot either, because this will make it like spread. I don't think it's bad. I think it looks okay. So I think it's looking good. I'm basically done. I'm going to spray my face. Okay. Spray my face. And yeah, what y'all think? I could do the corner of my nose too. Okay. And then I like to spray it one more time. This mist smells so bomb. It smells so good, y'all. But thank you guys for tuning into my channel. I want to try to get into this look real quick before we sign off. So this is just something that I threw together, and I hope you guys really enjoyed it. Make sure that you guys like, comment, and subscribe to this video, and tune in for more makeup tutorials by the Sublime MUA. So thank you, Sublime Beauties, and make sure that you subscribe if I didn't already say that. Make sure you subscribe again and turn on that notification bell, because I got some heat coming for y'all, as y'all can see. Like, stop playing, okay? I also got some more vlogs coming and some more product reviews, so I hope you guys are interested and very excited as much as I am. So thank you for tuning in, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye.